Caitlin Clark injury update. WNBA listing sparks surprise over Fever stars pod. Even without her, Indiana has managed to stay competitive, winning 6 of its last 8 games. Still, Clark's presence could be critical if the Fever are to mount a serious playoff run alongside standouts Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham and Aaliyah Boston. This week, however, an unexpected development caught the attention of fans and raised eyebrows when the WNBA's official injury list labeled Clark as a game-time decision for Tuesday's matchup with the Dallas Wings. Initial return surprise listing fuels speculation. The last time Clark suited up for Indiana was on July 15 against the Connecticut Sun, making the sudden status change surprising. With no formal announcement from the Fever, the listing left many puzzled over whether the 22-year-old was close to a return. Some fans saw it as a potential hint. "If she plays, it's going to be like 12 minutes, which is plenty enough for me," one wrote online. Another added, "Oh, this was my guess on her return." Others were more skeptical, suggesting the update might be about fan interest rather than basketball readiness. "Trying to keep people in the stands and watching," a commenter claimed. "Even if they let her play 5 minutes, seats will be filled and millions will watch." More cautious supporters urged patience. "Let's pump the brakes," one fan posted, noting that while Clark has reportedly been running full court since early August, it is unlikely she has had much full contact practice. "I still think we are looking at towards the end of August," they added. Adding to the confusion, some pointed out that the ESPN app initially listed the Dallas game as Clark's potential return date, before later changing her status to out. It's important to note that the WNBA's injury reports are supplied by RotoWire, which uses only 3 designations: out, out for season and game-time decision. Without a direct update from the Fever, the game-time decision label may not reflect her true readiness. No official word from Indiana. The Fever have not confirmed that Clark is nearing a return, and an official update is expected ahead of Tuesday's game. For now, the team continues to list her as day-to-day. More in MARCA. Clark has averaged 16.5 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 8.8 assists this season, showing her value as both a scorer and facilitator. In her most recent outing against the Sun, she recorded 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists in a Fever victory. Indiana hosts Dallas at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, but despite the buzz created by the WNBA's injury listing, fans may want to temper expectations. Until the team makes an official announcement, a return for Clark appears unlikely, though her eventual comeback could be the boost Indiana needs for the playoff push. Caitlin Clark English. Indiana Fever English. WNBA English. Indiana Fever blunt truth about Caitlin Clark: she isn't the only reason, or even the main one, for the money F. Game preview. Fever look to get first win versus Phoenix Mercury. The Indiana Fever and the Phoenix Mercury will look to get into the win column on Wednesday night after each team suffered a loss on the opening day of the 2020 season. Phoenix fell to Los Angeles, 99-76, before the Fever dropped the season opener against the Washington Mystics in Saturday night's finale. Los Angeles outscored the Mercury, 30-8, in the third quarter to take an 80-54 lead into the fourth. The Mercury committed 27 turnovers on Saturday, its most since 2016, including 9 in the third quarter. Wednesday will feature the first of 2 matchups this season between 2 of the 5 all-time leading scorers in WNBA history, featuring Mercury guard Diana Taurasi and Fever forward Candace Dupree. How to watch. Wednesday's game will be streamed live at no cost to fans at feverbasketball.com, on the Indiana Fever's Facebook page, or via the Fever app. Pat Boylan and former Fever coach and player, Tully Bevilacqua, will bring you the action from Indianapolis. The game will also be available to watch on NBA TV. Injury report. Out, Lauren Cox, WNBA medical protocol; Erica Wheeler, WNBA medical protocol. Questionable, Kathleen Doyle, right ankle. Stat to know. ESPN's WNBA opening weekend coverage, July 25th and 26th, tipped the season off strong with Saturday's opener between the Los Angeles Sparks and Phoenix Mercury on ABC becoming the league's most-watched opener on the ESPN family of networks since 2012, delivering an average 539,000 viewers. ESPN's four-game opening slate averaged 401,000 viewers across ESPN and ABC, up 63% over the 2019 WNBA regular season average on ESPN's networks. Up next, the Fever square off with the Dallas Wings for the first of two matchups this season on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The New York Liberty went through a roster overhaul during the offseason ahead of the 2020 regular season. Led by first-year head coach Walt Hopkins, the Liberty entered 2020 as the second youngest team in the WNBA with an average player age at 24.4 years. The Liberty roster features 7 rookies, including the first overall pick from the 2020 WNBA draft, Sabrina Ionescu. The rookie from Oregon will not be available on Thursday due to a sprained left ankle. The Liberty also signed guard Paris Kia on Saturday. Kia was drafted in the third round of the 2019 draft by Indiana, played 11 games and shot 55.6% from three-point range. New York fell to the Sparks last time out on Tuesday, 93-78. Jasmine Jones scored a career-high 24 points for the Liberty, which also turned it over 26 times on the evening. Thursday will be the first of two regular season meetings between New York and Indiana. The two teams will conclude its regular season series on Thursday, September 10th. How to watch.